Sharks forever. Go out and play without fear. Now's the time to see good football, for the Sharks are here.
Hey there, welcome to SharkCast Pod, a podcast dedicated to the greatest sporting club in the history of the world, the mighty Cronulla Sharks. Victorious over Manly, 28 points to 22, shooting in the 7th spot on the ladder. A little bit more difficult than what it should have been. There is heartbreak. Blake Brayley suspected broken forearm, be missing for a little while, potentially. Just want to get that out of the way, sending love to Blakey, of course. But a pretty good win for the Sharks. They were under strength the whole game, and they made it a little bit tough on themselves. Other things made it tough on themselves, but we won a really important win over Fozball. I'm actually in the box where Foz was coaching, so I feel kind of special here. We've left StreamYard links for you everywhere. Jump on if you want to have your say. You can turn your camera off. You can have it on. And leave us your comments and we'll get to them. Not sure how long we're here for, just to be up front. I'd love to go all night. Don't know if that's going to happen, though, because there are things I need to do. But I'm happy to be here. This is our 800th episode. There's so much to tell you guys and girls about. Brought to you by Dyson Logistics, the Royal Motor Yacht Club in Port Hacking, and Jason Hawes at Cripps and Cripps Real Estate. 800 episodes. Couldn't have done it without each and every one of you listening and watching, and a whole host of people. My boy Adam Newman to start with, up to everyone who helps me out to this day. We'll get to all that later on or maybe during the week. Sharks win 28-22. Pretty good win, I thought. Brett says, up, gutted for Brayley. Great debut for Puru, Nephi, and some great performances across the park. Thank you, Brett. Blake Brayley for life. I know Blake Brayley for life is feeling shattered like I am. Scrappy win, played well. Paul Brayley got bad luck. I hope he's all good. Such a vital player. Long live Blake Island. He was killing it tonight. He was killing it. Now, we have someone already ringing into us. JFM says, great performance by Will Kennedy and Sam Stonestreet. Great effort by all, giving the outs. All the best for Braille's proud Sharks fan. Thank you very much. All right. Hello, Nay. You're muted on your end. Can you unmute your microphone? We've got Nay in the studio. Nay, see the little microphone there? If you could just unmute that, then you can have a chat. Not sure if you can work that out or not. Might have to come back to you, Nay. Just stay there and see if you can work it out, all right? There's a little microphone. I just need you to unmute that, and then we can get you on. We'll come back to you. Future Dude says, Brayley Island now under a state of emergency. Poor bloke coming off great Origin debut. Now has suspected broken arm. Yeah. The island is being evacuated. Blake Brayley for life says, we'll need Nico back ASAP. Nephi had a fantastic debut, and he absolutely did. Wade, our longtime friend Wade, says watching from Queensland. The first 10 minutes seems like there was no one there in the crowd. Even when we were scoring, it was just poor camera work, but no one looked to be cheering with any passion. We were cheering Wade. Like, I don't know what the crowd was, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, but that's probably how it came through, maybe on Channel 9. Thanks for the congratulations by JJM on the 800th episode. Thank you very much. Wade says, great bloody win, though. Darling Down Hunter said, first time poster, long time listener. Thank you for making my work days much better with all the podcasts you provide us Sharks fans. Up, and much love from Queensland. Thank you so much. Thank you for being in touch. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Matt says, Fitzball, baby. Nice. Corey says, what a win. Hope Brayley isn't as major as they say. I think it might be, but we'll wait and see. Luke says, good guts shown in the last 20 minutes, and it was. Fantastic win. Trying to keep up to date with all the comments, but we will talk about the game. Of course, Terry says, devastating for Blake. He looked amazing out there tonight, and he did. He was lighting it up, our boy Blake. But that's okay. It's okay. He'll be back, and he'll be the same Blake Brayley. I have no problem saying. He says, Fitzball. Ghastly says, stressful ending, a real team effort led by Tricky. Nephi didn't look out of place today on debut, and good news, the Heritage jersey arrived as well. What a great day. How good. Sharks win 28-22. Just looking at some of these stats. 93 completion rate. 93% completion rate, people. Just over 20 missed tackles. Some good stuff there. We'll get all to that when we can. Matt says, very impressed with our handling, 43 or 45. So there you go. Puru finding his feet, impressed by Burns. Stone Street was average to the end of the game. Yeah, we can get into all that tonight and throughout the week. We're in Derby week, by the way. It's all happening. We're in Derby week. Yes, Stoney had some unfortunate moments, but then at the end, he was just bashing Saab, and it was quite fun. Ghastly 10 says on that point, he did amazing. Good day to announce the extension. He was all over Saab, who was such a grub tonight. I'll say this, it was good to see a local junior really revving up the crowd at the end. And, I have to tell everyone what I told Kieran and Shane, who was sitting with us. The kick defense on that try that they scored was, it was not NRL level, but it's one mistake. And he made up for it in that second half with the defense. Jenny says, great. The boys could get a win for her birthday in Early Beach. Well, Jenny, congratulations on the win. Happy birthday, of course. You know how we feel, damn it. Okay, I'm going to jump over to our friends over on the Insta. Can't forget our friends over there. Dana, a longtime friend of ours, says, congrats on 800. Thank you so much. Jacqueline says, congrats as well on 800. Thank you so much. Our friend Jason Hawes has joined. Jay says, pretty good game from the Sharks tonight. Completions were excellent. Defense for most of the night was really good. Just need to catch those bombs. His 3-2-1s were Trindle, Burns, and Hazelton. Hazel was really good. Jacqueline says the discipline shown when the game was in the balance was sensational. Yeah, great point. Thank you. Jay says the next match is the last hole. I don't know what that means, Jay. I'm sorry, but we're going to beat those Dragons. Don't worry about that. Oh, yeah, of course. So Dana and, yeah, her lesser half. I can say that because he's a Manly fan. He'll be all right. He's experienced success. GTR Photography says, give Toby another contract. He was pretty good tonight. I thought Tom was really good tonight. We'll get into some of that stuff as well. Thank you so much. Graham says, up. Number 17 has been stepping up. Let me see who number 17 is. Tall Tom Hazelton. Okay, yep, good one. Ghastly 10 said, is there anything with Sifa? He looks good now, but he looks in a lot of pain. Yeah, he played on pretty good, so it looked horrific, but I think he's okay. Aussie All the Way says, great win considering the outs. Up. Sad news about Brayley. Yep, it is. NRL Merseyside Reds, really good win considering the circumstances. Huge resilience to tough it out after Manly went back-to-back with Blake off. Get well soon, Blake, Nico, and KL. KL will be back next week. I'm almost sure of it. Matt says, 2 lucky tries, never in doubt. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate the first point. I think the second point, in this land of 6 agains, you never know what's going to happen. Ryan says, 3 tricky, 2 stony, 1 to Burns. Billy Burns. Oh, my God. That guy's immense. Danny says, that was a great 70 minutes of football from Cronulla. Manly are a good team. We beat them. Fitzball has come to town. Ooh, Danny, drinking some Kool-Aid there, my man. I love it. Blake Brayley for Life says, AFB was awesome, especially after Origin. I absolutely agree with that. Let's have a look. He had almost 150 meters. That's pretty good. Cameron says, great win, gutsy. Ronaldo giving us aggression that we needed. We are peaking at the right time. I mean, yeah, and there was that brouhaha at the end right in front of where we were sitting, and it was a lot of fun, and I like it. Matt says the Shark snooze. I don't know. I know what that means, but I don't know what that means. It refers to this. Susan says, great gutsy win by the boys. Devastated for Blake. He looked gutted. Yeah, it's the worst timing in the world for Blake, personally, I'm sure, and for us as well. So, but you know, we'll get through it, and he'll get through it. It's going to be okay. Dylan says, good Origin backup from AFB tonight. Danny says, missed Hines kicking and controlling the play, missed Iro, but Harodi was excellent. It also said Saab's dad, Stone Street, with game-winning tackles. Yeah, they were pretty immense in the end, weren't they, those tackles? Blake Brayley for Life says, how long is Iro out? I'd be shocked if he doesn't play next week. He had a lot of compression on his leg tonight when he was walking around, and I'd be surprised if he's not back next week. We'll see. Sean says both Purus look good. The ref went over the top with the 6 again. So, oh, you think? Let's have a look here. I've got him at 8-6 to us. That can't be right. But he was going nuts, so you're right. Stone Street was awesome tonight. I'd trade that nail-biting win for Blake Brayley back and healthy any day of the week. Yep, my heart hurts for Blake. But he's going to be okay. Dion says, up, Cronulla. I need to be, says, great game by Stone Street. Didn't make a tackle like that. So sad for Blake. I don't know if Stoney knew he could tackle like that either, but now he knows. He's got to do it every week. Make us look really good. Dion says, the Purus look good. Ryan says, congrats on the 800. Good to see a gritty win as well. Shows we can do it. This year we've been either flogged or doing the flogging. Yeah, it's a great point, Ryan, and thanks for the kind words. A close game sometimes can be a good game. Now, Jay was saying before, last home game for 6 weeks next week in the derby. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it helps when we play here, but, you know, we got to play somewhere. And no worries about the autocorrect, my friend. GTR says, how long is Nico out? I don't have confirmation on that. They're thinking between 1 and 3 weeks at the moment. Quilly said, we looked like we had a lot of busted lads out there tonight. Great, tough win. I can hear some singing in the sheds from where I am. They're doing a team song right now. That's amazing. I can hear it. I got goosebumps. Kieran has joined. Hi, Kieran. Thanks for your company tonight and for the Fanta. Now, Jay has pointed out that we won a penalty count. That can't be right either, can it? Hey, 5-3. Good stuff. 2 in a row. And also wondering about Clinton. Clinton will be on. Don't worry. He's a busy dude. He just turned a big number. He won't want me to say what number birthday he turned, but he'll be on before we know it. Okay, this is awesome. I'm happy just to chat. If you guys want to have a chat, jump on, but there's no pressure to do so. And just everyone's happy, I think. Great win, except for the Blake Brayley injury. So 93% completion rate. That's how you win games. Amazing. Pretty open game of footy for a lot of it. A lot of ad lib, some offloads for both teams. Teams chancing their hand a little bit. I thought our defense was mostly pretty good, actually. There was a couple of long line breaks, but aside from that, Wesley just put away the defib, so I hope you're feeling okay. Glenn says 2 Fridays in a row going into the weekend with a win. Up. Absolutely, brother. Scott says Ramey and Talakai and Ronnie all look like they picked up injuries as well. Heart and mouth stuff, but they came good, luckily. So, yeah, Ramey looked like he was gone and he played on. Talakai, they all looked like they were gone and they played on. So hopefully there's some good news there. We do have a few days extra on top of the week with the Derby. We're in Derby week, by the way, friends. That's Sunday, 4 o'clock back here, Sunday week. Look at Danny. Kennedy was amazing tonight. He's jumping on the Kennedy Island. I don't know if Will's got an island, but he's got a cul-de-sac to himself or something. And I think you might be happy when he signs a new deal soon. I think it's going to happen. Not quite there yet. Now, Sharky Boy Gonzalez says, great win. I feel like we're definitely a top 8 side with potential top 4 if we're at our best. Have you ever been tempted to go to the Shark Cage for one game? Oh, it's funny you should mention that. I was there pre-game. Actually spent a bit of time in the Shark Cage pre-game. Have I been tempted to go there? We'd have to make like some sort of documentary or something to make me go down there with those crazy people. I'm tempted to get the Shark Cage up in the upper Andrew Eddinghausen, actually. So, yeah. No, they're good kids. I can say that because they're all like half my age. So, Sharks let me down. Billy Burns need to sign 2 more year extension on what he is now. Next week we have the Dargans, and they'll taste embarrassment. I hope they do, and I hope Billy Burns is wrapped up. He's good. Matt says, Burns reminds me of Pryor. Matt Pryor. He's found his feet and impressed. Matt says, we defended our way to a second half win. To a win second half, yep. Marky Marks is apart from the sub try. The rest weren't too bad to concede. 2 are from 1,000,006 against. And the missed 40-20. What was that about? The 40-20. Like, Will Kennedy, I mean, at worst, it's probably a dropout, right? Because he got trapped in goal. That seemed pretty horrendous. Thanks for raising that, actually. Just jumping over to the other friends on the Insta. Mark says, congrats on the big 800 episode, Sam. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fitz has won 7 out of 8 as coach against the Seagulls. There is no hoodoo, is what Jay says, and he's right. Steven said the Newtown Jets played well tonight. CJ said, thought defense stood up in the last 20, been waiting for that all year. Good from Jay to retain the Steve Rogers Cup. Good to see Don and Matt there. Yep, and Don was here pre-game. He sang a few songs. He was great. Did his family proud. Chad said, great win against an informed team. Average second half. I think it said Puru is really quiet. Supportive try. He already had another couple of bad defensive reads. First half was great defensive effort. Well done. I think with Nephi Puru, I've got to get that right. Nephi Puru. I think his job was to just sort of play back up to Trindle. I really do. He did that really well. So he ran for almost 90 meters, made 15 tackles, missed 1. I think 1 might have been on the first try of theirs. They may not have been a fault, but he missed the tackle. But I'll tell you what, there's some people with egg on their faces right now because during the week he was copying it from non-Sharks fans, some Sharks fans about his defense. And look, he's never going to be the best defender out there on the park, but can't say he let us down tonight. I thought he was great in a debut effort, and congrats to him. John says, always great to beat Manly. Trindle, Burns, AFB, and Wilton outstanding. Nephi strong on debut. Stone Street strong on the last 15. He owned Saab, strong win. Matt, I need you to cheer up. We still haven't played a full 80 this year. My friend, you know I love you. We go back so far. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We won. We beat Manly. Enjoy the moment, my man. You probably are. Sharks let me down, said, Hohepa Peru won't let us down at 9. Let's keep winning for Blake. Oh, my boy Blake. I'm so sad. Let's keep winning for Blake. Absolutely. And when he comes back, what do you think? Somewhere out there, a doctor, what are we saying? 4 to 8 weeks? Mark says Stone Street's kick returns were good tonight, mostly poked through the line. We showed a lot of guts. Grunge Meister Fuzz, gritty Sharks win. No luck, second half didn't rattle them. Attack with their defense. Billy Burns, great game. Great to see Nephi grab meat pie on debut and got to play with his brother. How good's that? Amazing. Troy said a lot of ups and downs, as many as the Spit Bridge in peak hour. Great stuff, Troy. I need to be, said, thought our for and against would have been great at halftime till second half. Keep winning, Sharks. Hopefully Nico and Iro are back next week, so we need a goal kicker. I'm not sure about Nico, but Iro should be. And I think Nico's not too far away. Yeah, Trindle missed a real sitter. But we know that about him. Blake Bradley for us says, do you think... Oh, no. Do you think Blake broke or fractured his arm, or could they have exaggerated that? I don't think so. Like, we had a pretty good vision from where we were, vantage point, and he was pretty floppy, and he knew, and he went straight up the tunnel. So whatever it is, it's not good. Maybe it depends how clean the break is. I don't know much about that stuff, but maybe it's not long-term. Maybe he plays with the guard. Let's just wait and see on that one. But I think there is something there, yes. Danny says we were great tonight. Couple of soft tries, but defended the last 20 like we were putting on a show to show the rest of the NRL. Kim says, Will 3, Billy 2, tricky 1. Will saved a day so many times. How did he get back into the field? Billy was active and always in the right spot. Yeah, great stuff. Thank you so much, everyone. Some of these stats are a bit different because we didn't have much ball in the second half, did we? But Stone Street and Hiroti cracked 100 meters. Fanua Blake cracked 100 meters. McInnes, Colhoun, Hazleton all cracked 100 meters, if we're using that as some barometer. Trindle with 3 try assists. Brayley with 1. So, yeah, it was a good team effort. Even Talakai almost got 100 meters in his short stint. I Need to Pee says Talakai wasn't injured. He was hitting the groin. Ouchie. Okay. That's cool. Thank you. Wesley says we need to re-sign Will ASAP. Surely he's done enough to prove it. You know where I stand on that, Wesley. But yes, the word I'm getting is that close. Oh, Ghastly 10 says, not sure if I'm going over the top here, but do you think this could be a game we look back on in 3 months as a season-defining moment, like the Dolphins game last year? It could be. I mean, Manly, they were missing some people. Let's not, hide from that. But they're a good team. We beat them. Here is Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?
How you going, Sam? Long time, mate.
Yeah, well, how are you?
I'm going well, mate. Going really well.
Excellent. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was a Good game. Bit disjointed. Those 6 agains are really changed the flow of the game to both teams, and referees are like it's a game of touch football in those
Yeah.
ways. And eventually, as you see both teams' defense folds, you can't withstand 17 tackles no matter which club you are.
Mm. Yeah. Who was your best out there tonight?
Oh, I was going to say Blake till he went off.
Yeah.
I'd give it to Tricky. His goal kicking, that one in the second half, that left a lot to be desired. That one, I was surprised that Niwa didn't actually take the kicks for goal, and they defaulted it back to Hiroti. Maybe his first game they didn't want to give him that responsibility of goal kicking as well. I thought Billy Burns had another great game. He's going really well. There's a difference with Ronaldo out there as well. I think from a confidence point, take away Sam's, I would say, drop in that first half. Those 2 tackles on Jason Saab could do a lot for his confidence going forward, just so that he could actually muscled up on someone, which he'd never really done before. And I think sometimes just you take that, you can move forward a lot with that. Plus, he's just signed that contract. So you add those 2 together, and maybe there's something in that there together.
No, I agree, because there was a howler in the second half where he misjudged the ball and they scored from that kick. And look, I was pretty disappointed in that, to be frank. But then those 2 tackles he made were kind of right in front of us, and it was the way he did it, and then it was the reaction afterwards. And the first thing he did was he looked up at the crowd and he got the crowd going. Like, he was like, "Come on, let's go!" And we were all in. And you're right, like that will instill confidence in him, but it can take him to another level, knowing that he's got that power. So, we know it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride given his age and his inexperience, and that's fine as long as he does the good stuff with the bad stuff. You can't be too critical on him as a young bloke. But
what he could have done was when he did tackle Saab, he could have given him a gobful as well. That I like to see that. Ronnie would have done that. You need to get on one to always do that. Someone makes a mistake, you let them know about it as well. You really double down on it. To try to push, because you can't push players, but you get in their ear, you can really start to put them off their game. And that's the type of stuff he's going to learn. He has to learn that. I'm one of these people that you really got to rub it into an opposition player when you can.
I love it. I thought in the second melee, they all came in and they let him know. And, the game was probably done then. But, I'm pretty happy, Steve. Like, given the disruption during the week and then during the game, like there's things we can critique, obviously. I'm happy to do it. But I think overall, just to walk away with a win, we're not sure what the team's going to be like next week. We got the local derby. I think tonight was almost must win in that sense of beating a top team and beating them well, and second half defense, and it brought Manly down a notch. And I think that's good for us as a club this year. We've looked very up and down, obviously, and I'm walking away from this reasonably happy.
Yeah, there's some improvements in there. I think in a way, it's probably going to be controversial. Braden without Nico actually takes control of the team more and looks a lot more settled player, and he can call the shots when he wants to call the shots.
Yeah.
And that, that's, I think, goes to prove do you really need 2 playmakers in the halves? Can they overcall each other? And, do you want that dominant playmaker who this is the man? And when Nico's out there, Braden can he can have that drift where he allows it to drift away and then he tries to pull it back and they get all over the place. When he's out there and it's him calling the shots, he calls the shots.
Yeah, it's also interesting. A fella who sits next to me, my mate Brendan, who's been on this ride for a long time with me, he was saying the same thing. And he also said, to be fair, if it was Nico in and Trindle out, it would probably be the same result. And I understand that point of view. I understand what you're saying. I wish they could just get it together and rise to the top together because they're a good combo together. But I hear what you're saying, and I'm still a bit undecided about what I want from the halves and if I want the one dominant one because, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just see us losing games and I don't really blame the halves necessarily. So I'm a bit open to that. But yeah, it's a good point you raise. Absolutely.
And unless you
What did you make of the
had-
second half D? The second half D was pretty good, I thought.
there was a lot. But it's really hard, I think, to get a gauge on the defense now because the referee controls it so much. Sam, those
Yeah.
6. You can seem to be going okay, but how can you handle 17, 18, 20 tackles?
Yeah, that first half was brutal.
And then just sort of go, then it flips and it goes the other way. And in that second half, when they got tackle after tackle, we had to crack, and it changes the whole game. It's really hard to gauge is how good was my defense tonight against last week, and you go, well, did a team have 18 tackles on my line last week? It's just changed the whole fabric of the game. And a lot of times you watch it, and that's why you just go, I just want to turn this game off because it's just not what it used to be.
Yeah, I can relate to that for sure. And even just tonight at the ground, just the constant repeat sets.
Yeah.
And I raised it to Kieran next to me. I said, why is it always on the fifth tackle? Why can't they do it on the second or third? Like, is that the punishment? You got to go a whole set? Like, if they're offside on the fourth or fifth tackle, I'm assuming they're probably offside for the first and second and third. It just doesn't make sense.
Sam, they're offside every tackle. If you actually, if we had a camera, I could ping everyone. The question I want to put to you, play out there. Now, remember when Manly kicked out on the full and Sam took that ball and he put his foot out, right?
Yes.
Now, Ruben Garrick takes that kick and he actually kicks it whilst he's in the Sharks' side of the field of play. When he takes the kick, if you look at it, now, is he offside? If he is, the referee stood right there and allowed him to break the rule.
So you're saying he kicked the ball from our half?
Yes, he was standing in the Sharks' side. It was blatant. Yeah. I seen it straight away. I thought the referee has to know the rule here. Is it a penalty or not?
Technically it is, yeah.
So he technically an offside position. So that should have been a penalty on halfway for us to take a kick at goal.
I mean, to be fair, the referee's at fault because the referee should.
That's right.
Kind of stop it before it starts.
No, what he should do is let him do it, then penalise him. He's not there to coach him, Sam.
No, I agree with that notion. I definitely agree with that notion, but I think in that instance, you could at least go, hey, buddy, what are you doing? Like, we've been doing this for 150 years now. Get back. Yep. Like, but yeah, anyway, I that's neither here nor there. But the Dragons next week, we're officially in Derby week. How are you feeling about that game coming up?
Well, look, we can't be the team that gives them their one win this season.
I agree.
We need to see them go through the season with 0 wins.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be something that we can always throw back at them when they like to throw that their team that no longer exists won 11 on the trot.
Nice little Derby week jab there, Steve. I like it.
So they can be the only team to go through what seems to be the Roosters in 75.
I think so, yeah.
Without a win. Oh, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
It would be. It's been a great year already supporting that mob. But yeah, we don't want to be the team. It's going to be a bit of a nervous, I think, wait and nervous, just opening 10 minutes or whatever. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to believe in our team and our systems. And no matter who we roll out, I have to believe that we're a better coached, better trained team. And that's that. I know that we talk about it, of course, during the week. And it's Derby week. They should bring it up. and they probably will lift for a little bit. They'll probably bring in Craig Young to have a chat to the kids and everything. But, we got to be better than that. But hey, you traveling? You okay, Steve?
Yeah, going great. Going really
That's good.
Sam, new partner, so everything's top of the world, mate. So,
okay.
Yeah, and remember Craig Young's last game? I actually was at it. Shark Park,
refresh.
Shark Park, 1988.
Yep.
That was the day, the final game when we won the minor premiership.
Oh, okay. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was here.
We
Yeah.
booked everyone on Captain Cook Drive.
I wasn't old enough to drive, but I've heard those stories.
Yeah, I was one, Sam. So yeah, but let's hope we destroy the Dragons.
Yeah.
Well, being a Sunderland supporter, you know what we call the opposition, Newcastle. We don't. You see, you don't even acknowledge them, Sam. They're the visitors.
Okay.
The visitor. You don't even give them the acknowledgement of their name.
Yeah, I like it. Isn't that what Souths did to the Roosters recently?
Sunderland
Yeah.
did it last year, and the Souths and the Roosters caught on to the trick.
Yeah.
But so when they turned up on the scoreboard, they put visitors.
Great stuff.
Well, I'll let you go, Sam. You have a great night.
Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in. Great to hear from you.
Cheers, brother. See ya.
See you, Steve. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks. That was the great Steve. And next we're going to get a local person up called Ash. You still alive? How are you, sir? What's going on? Whoa, how are you?
Mate, I tell you what, that was heart attack football. Like, I know sport's a game of two halves.
SharkCast.
Yeah.
Hey, brother. Jackson Lord here.
Hey, Jackson.
But
How gets that, Ash? We're getting spotted in the street.
Yeah,
mobbed in the street.
I am getting mobbed, so I'm just trying to cross the road at the same time.
All right.
Going back to what I said, I know sport is a game of two halves, yes, but please, can we please not have a heart attack style of football on a Friday night? Like, please, I know it's the Cronulla Sharks, like Manly, of course, you know those games are always well known for comebacks, and I was a comeback for the ages, but we got the win, and also the good thing is I got the margin on the tipping, so happy with that.
Excellent.
But yeah, the low light, unfortunately, before I get, Dan, my favorite commentator, Dan Ganane, was on commentary tonight, and I just missed him. So,
I'm sorry to hear
one day I will meet Dan Ganane. But anyway, but my overall thoughts on the game, look, the first half was really excellent. Like, one of the best halves we've played all year. And the second half, of course, unfortunately, we fell asleep and let Manly back into the game, but we were never in doubt, never, ever in doubt. When I woke up this morning, I knew we were going to win this, and it paid off, which is good. So, perfect start to the weekend. So, the Shire is happy.
Yes.
It's another day, another weekend, all happy with the win, and it's so good. Like, we got the win, and once again, we retain the Steve Rogers Trophy. So
we do.
Life's
Very
good.
Important. Life's good. Life is good. Now, Ash, I don't want this to go to your head, okay? But I'm going to fill you in on something, okay? So you have to remain ego-free after I tell you this, all right?
Yep.
After I saw you we were talking before the game, you and I.
Yep.
I ran into some friends of mine who are probably listening and watching right now.
Yep.
And one of those people who you don't know, they said, we'll be listening on the way home, and I'm looking forward to Ash dialing in. We love his comments. So there you go.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Bit of praise.
I love that. Well, whoever you are, thank you, and I appreciate you guys. And you guys rock, and I will definitely meet you guys one day, whoever you are.
All right. You might. You might.
Okay, yep. So I'll get to my 3, 2, and 1s. So just wait for that card to pass. So my 3 points today. He had a stellar of a debut. Puru for try on debut. 3 points for me. 2, sorry. 3 points. Puru. 2 points. I'm going to say Stone Street had a really good game. I'm happy with Stoney tonight. He had a really good game. So well done to Sam. And 1 point for me. I don't really have anyone to fault for 1 point. I'm just going to give the 1 point to letting Manly back in. So overall, I'm happy with the result tonight anyway. So
all right.
Perfect start to the weekend, Sam. Thank you, mate, as always. Sorry,
what did you
go
rate
ahead.
the referee? I don't want to steal from the ET Stand podcast, but what did you rate the referee?
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is funny. I love this. I love it.
Bit of an in-joke.
Oh, I'm getting.
I'll tell you what, I gave him
Oh.
about a 3 out of 10.
Oh, this is gone. I'm just getting. Anyway, this is just funny. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to give Todd Smith a score out of 10. Look, some calls tonight, I thought, yeah, what are you doing? So I'm going to give him a 1.8 score rating.
Out of 10?
Correct?
Okay, so he couldn't have done much worse, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, couldn't have done much worse, especially there were some calls like even the crowd, when the crowd were going off, like I know there was a few like people, the Shark Cage, you know, there was something like a hip drop. It was hard to see from where I was, but
on
if
Teleco,
anyone can fill me in, like in the comments, if you thought it was if it was a hip drop or not. But from where I was, very hard to see. So I won't be the armchair expert on that one.
All right. Hey, Ash.
So anyway, thank you, Sam, as always, and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you for appearing on our 800th episode. Can you believe it?
Thanks,
800.
Sam.
Holy cow. All right. Ash is out. See you, brother. All right. Thank you so much to Ash and Steve for calling in. Some more comments here. We've got, I need to be said, my uncle was over earlier. He's a referee. He said at the time it wasn't a 40-20. Kennedy was in the air and knocked it back. Bad by the ref. Trav, sorry, my eyesight's no good. Trav said, re-sign Kennedy immediately. When Ison's ready, he's ready, but really that's a gamble. Get it done, Sharkies. I'm with you, and I think it's going to happen. Not confirmed, but I'm with you. And I like that train of thought. How are we doing for time here? Okay. Jordan says we played way too well and Manly not that well for the game to end up being that close. Lucky we held on. I don't know how I'd feel. Classic Sharks, I guess. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sydney Thunder Army, our man, said up, up. Dion said his wife is a Manly fan, so it's a great night. Renee said, I'll give Matt a big kiss, Sammy. Better you than me. That'll cheer him up. Congrats on the 800th episode. Proud of you, long-time listener via Maddie's phone. Just never log in myself. Thanks, Renee. You know how I feel. Thanks so much. Thank you to both of you guys. Big supporters of the SharkCast, as Lewis calls it. Roger said, good win. They looked like they were trying to survive second half. Trindle was fantastic. It never felt comfortable watching that game. I ate a whole packet of biscuits. I was so stressed. That's my kind of thinking. I like that, Roger. Drew said one of those games that felt in control the entire time despite the close scoreline. I think that's pretty fair, yeah. Marky Mark's giving us some medical advice. The break depends on the type. If both bones broke, between 6 and 10 weeks. Ooh, okay, thank you. Jordan says, depending on how long Nico and Brayley out, Pollard should come in for cover on the bench. Ooh, that's interesting. Riley's getting closer every week. Nephi did a good job tonight. He's got to keep that level up, but I thought he was good. But yeah, you might see Riley get a go as a utility, maybe. Grunge Meister said Luke Lewis post-game radio was awesome, talking about Kennedy. Called it out when it was clearly in. Louis literally said, Touchy, you've got one job. That's the great Groover. As heard on SharkCast Pod last Monday. Go look at, or go listen to that, I should say. Let me jump over to our mates over here on the Insta. I don't know where we're up to. I think we're up to here. Yeah, Jay's got a great stat. First time we've won 4 straight against Manly in our history. That's unbelievable. and also suggesting 6 weeks for Brayley. There is a buy in there as well, so it might be 5 games. Steve said Toby had some strong carries tonight. Do you think we'll re-sign him? I'm not sure. I think out of all the middles off contract, he might get another year, but I'm not sure. I know he's pretty keen to go to PNG, so he might get the 1-year deal. Willie says, do you think the Brayley injury is due to backing up from Origin or no contribution should he have played? Oh, I don't think so. Look, I'm the last person to ask about the medical stuff, but I think it's just an accident, one of those things. You know, he's been sweet for so long, and I understand the closeness, but he was fine. He was fine to play, and he was such a influence on the game tonight, so I have no problem with that. Good question, though. Shout out to Benny McGregor and Clevo, two great OGs there. RCB, speaking of original gangsters, congrats on the 800 shows. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Now, this is interesting. Jay, oh, hang on. We've got someone waiting for us. I apologize. Hello, Mitch. How are you?
Good, mate. Can you hear me?
I can. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no, mate, I was not waiting long at all.
How are you?
Good. I just got home from the game myself.
Sorry I missed you.
Oh, yes, I was in the northeast nether regions, mate. So you don't venture over that way. So
no, not too often. What do you think?
Oh, it was. I was very impressed with how he played in that first half. It was a lot better than what I was expecting.
Yeah,
and it was a handy lead we built, and yeah, you were just saying that it felt comfortable a lot of the game, and a little bit nervous, but I really did feel like we were in control most of the way.
Yeah,
the defense was impressive, pretty solid all around there.
Yeah, how was your game day experience?
I came out with a hack today, mate. I've got a little scooter I keep in the boot of my car, and I parked in the industrial area, and I zipped along the mangrove path on my scooter, waving to everyone as I went past, and then I stashed my scooter in the bushes before at the back of the ET stand, and then away I went.
And it was still there when you got back?
Certainly was. Yeah.
Excellent.
And I scooted back to my car in good time.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it if I parked anywhere else. There's probably too many people around, but yeah, the path was pretty good tonight, and yeah, didn't stack it. It was a win.
And what did you make of Nephi Peru on debut?
Well, did he score on his second or third touch in first grade? It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he held up in defence. I know there's a few questions there, but yeah, I think everyone was pretty good tonight in that area.
Yeah, I thought so too. Sam Stone Street killing blokes at the end of the game. We didn't expect that.
It was funny. I just had mentioned to my brother that I didn't think much of Jason Saab's game, and then he proceeded to do 3 awful things in a row, and it was like the reverse Moz on him. Yeah, so I'm happy my comments on him proved to be prophetic and true. You got me there? Can you hear me, mate?
Sorry about that, everyone. And Mitch, sorry about that.
Oh, that was you, not me.
I think so. The old Shark Park Wi-Fi might have got me. Apologies there. This is what we do live, though. We've got the hotspot going. Sorry. We were talking about Nephi. Catch me up on what you were saying.
I was just politely pausing, waiting for you, mate. Apologies for the radio silence, everyone else.
All good.
I think his assignment out there tonight was to let Tricky handle a lot of the kicking and just get out there and do your job. And I think he did just that.
Yeah, I think that was exactly the plan, and it seemed to work. And yeah, I mean, we're going to need him. I think if Nico's out again, they're not sure. Nico's close, but they might give him another week.
Yeah,
Brayley will be out, you would think, definitely. So that utility role is going to come in pretty handy. And yeah, I was impressed with him tonight. I think maybe was it the first Manly try? He might have had a hand in, maybe a missed tackle there. But I mean, it's going to happen. But I think the calls this week about him just missing everything were a little bit outlandish. So I'm really happy that he got through it and scored a try. And yeah, terrific stuff. What else can you tell me? What else do you like out there?
Well, maybe on Nico's calf. It's just that's just one of those things you want to be really careful with at the moment. Like there's a growing sort of sea of evidence on calves leading to other injuries at the moment. So you like such as Achilles and things like that. So you want to be careful around that sort of area, I think. So I think if we're relying on some backup halves, I think we can be pretty solid. But we do have some difficult games coming up after that Dragons game next week.
Yeah, we do.
And
we do.
Yeah. So
but that's okay, right? Like it's one game at a time now. I think the fact that we were so inconsistent to start the year, we can't do that whole 5-week block thing that we did in the past few years. I think it's one game at a time, get through it, move on to the next. And I sincerely believe that. Like, I know it's all about the Dragons now. And I know people are laughing, going, "Oh, you're going to win by 50." Well, look, we might, and we hope we do, but we might win by 2.
I don't.
They might win by 1.
That at all.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna lift. So that's what it's about. It's about the Dragons, man. How are we going to beat the Dragons? And I'm looking forward to it. You coming down?
They've given a good account of themselves the last couple of weeks. They sort of can hold their head pretty high with their effort. So, you know, they might get a win there somewhere. Just hopefully it's not against us.
Now, Wesley points out that Jerome Hughes came back after 3 or 4 games, although he does point out he's not a hooker. He's a 5/8 half. So there might be a way to get Brayley back earlier, but we'll see. Now, I've got a question for you, Mitch. It's from Tim. Billy Burns is our best second rower. Billy Burns is our best second rower. Discuss.
He's certainly our tallest second rower. He's a much larger man in person when you see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great effort tonight. I don't know. I think we're just lucky we've got 3 really good back rowers to choose from. One of them's playing for Queensland, and these 2 other guys are, you know, on the threshold of maybe doing better things as well.
Yeah, I do think at some point, depending how they play Britain when he comes back, there'll be discussion about his contract, because his contract is, I would imagine, larger than the other 2 blokes. And, you know, if we can get more value out of one than the other, the club has shown they're playing a bit of money ball at the moment. So I'm not saying they're going to get rid of him. I'm just saying you might start looking at where the best benefits coming. And we've got the English fella coming out next year on Trout. Don't get me wrong, he's probably a benchy. He's not a superstar level or anything, but he's being brought out for a reason. He's going to play. So anyway, that's a great question from Tim. How are you? What's going on with you? Everything cool?
Yeah, well, I know everyone's been sharing their heartbreak over Blake tonight, but yeah, it's just he's just had probably one of the best weeks of his life. And I was at the game on Wednesday and sitting on that side. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a ticket, and was sitting on that side, and we spot him coming up the sideline. And you know, I was with a bunch of people who were Cronulla affiliated, and we're all so excited for him. And he performed so excellent in that game, and he was great tonight. He was fantastic, and hopefully it's on the Jerome Hughes side of a broken arm, and he's back sooner than we anticipate.
Yeah, I'm sure that the club will not risk it 1%, but if there's a way to kind of do it safely, then I can't see a problem bringing him back. Sooner rather than later. But they'll be smart about it. They're not going to muck around with his health. You coming down to the derby?
I will be there. Yeah.
Exciting.
This old guy's had 2 late nights this week, so I'll need to recover. I'll need the full 9 days, I think. It was a 2-hour trip home after the game on Wednesday, so that's a week ruining night right there.
Yeah, it's not good.
And it was such a great night, and I hadn't been to an Origin game in 10 years, and because it is a bit of an effort to get out there, and after 20 minutes, I was like, oh, how quick can I get out of here tonight? And it was a great night, but it does, put a bit of damper on things getting out of the old Olympic Park.
Well, let's stay upbeat. Let's enjoy this win tonight. Really appreciate you calling in, Mitch. Always welcome. You know that.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Hopefully, we'll see you.
Have we noticed my jersey game tonight? I've got the Puma jersey on.
Is it?
It's an 05 Heritage. This one.
Yeah, right. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is
back when Heritage jerseys weren't all the rage, mate.
I remember that one. Yeah, beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, I got my Puma jersey on. I don't have my Puma pants though.
Well, maybe for the derby, bring them out.
Mate, congratulations on the 800th episode too, mate. Well done.
Thanks so much. I didn't. It kind of snuck up on me the other day. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I was
that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, we pump them out a lot these days, so it makes some sense. But also, your boy Newman did a lot of the hard work from the back of the scrum, so we got through a lot with him as well. So it's kind of cool. It's fun. It's good.
Well, mate, we all appreciate your hard work. You're dedicated. You don't do this for any great financial benefit or anything like that. We all appreciate you, mate, doing all the legwork and getting down the training and reporting, and you're a legend.
Appreciate it. You're a legend too, Mitch, and I will hopefully see you at the derby.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure, mate. I'll be there.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one. Up the Sharks.
Thanks. Up the Sharks. That's the legendary Mitch. Let's get through some of your comments. Matty Crosby's back. And he said, congrats on 800, sending positive thoughts. Thanks so much. Danny says, Matt and Don holding the Steve Rogers in the sheds during a team song. Amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that video. How good. How good. Blues Fort said, I thought Nephi was okay on debut, especially in defense. Problem was in attack. It looked like we played with the one half. And the next 2 weeks, I'm sure Tricky will be heavily targeted. Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, maybe Nephi will find more of his feet the longer he goes in first grade. Maybe that was what the instructions were. I'm not really quite sure right now. But I agree with you. I thought he was okay too. It wasn't the greatest debut of all time, but he was more than fine. That's for sure. Sean says, hard to criticize his performance in case people are, except for the missed ball brain fart. Trindle was a class above. I think it's a very fair point, all those points. Thanks, Sean. Future Dude says, I'm going to be treating the derby as if it's the North London derby. Hopefully we'll be singing Wooden Spoon, Ole Ole to St. Merge at full time. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind having a sing-along with that too. If that happens, I've got to get the win first. We're in Derby week. Oh, man. Let's go. I love a Derby week, people. Susie from Melbourne says, I feel so confident when Hohepa comes on. Well, I think you'll be seeing a bit more of him, Susie. That's for sure. Marky Mark says, the Channel 9 commentary was super negative about the Sharks trying to defend out the game. It was a bit tight, but we did keep hitting them on the 10-meter line. Channel 9 commentary negative. Pete says, good win tonight. I thought Rudolph was pretty good. And yes, the club really needs to get Kennedy re-signed. Shake says Billy over Brit, Colquhoun over Cam. Kirk says Billy Burns needs to start. Is that good? Troy says, hope the Dragons beat the Broncos this week so we don't have the possibility of being their first win next week. Yeah, I kind of know what you're saying, but we also want to see him go through without any wins. So we're torn. Ed says, Saab should be declared an enemy of the state. Pete says that Fitz mentioned the press they weren't going to rush things with Nico. Yeah, they're not rushing things. Shout out again to Matt and Renee for their kind thoughts. Scott said, I thought we missed Nico's goal kicking tonight. Was Trindle hooked for Harodi? I'm not sure. Is that what happened at the end? I don't even know. Prancer said, tough to watch, or tough watch. Big Tom was so slow laterally in defense. Will and Tricky were the best today. I thought Tom was good with his running. I'll have to watch the replay for the defense stuff, I think. Drew said Fitz was really open in the press conference more than usual, was almost getting emotional about Jesse and Katoa signing elsewhere, said it was a tough week. Thanks for pointing that out, Drew. I'll go check that out, of course, later on. He's not the big bad enemy, I've got to tell you, Fitzgibbon. And I don't claim to be his friend or anything, but he gives me the time of day, which is nice. And he's a really intelligent, caring coach, and I'm super happy he's our coach. Could he do things better? Sure, we all could, but I'm a Fitzy guy for now, that's for sure. Jesse said Tricky needs to practice goal kicking for a while, training. It felt like when a few years ago, kicking conversion was our biggest downfall. Yeah, I mean, it's one night, and we do need to work on it. I completely agree, Jesse, but let's see how we go. Now, Mitch, who was just on, and again, I apologize for the Wi-Fi breakdown. It was, I think maybe Channel 9 put in a new plug and the Sharks Wi-Fi went a bit crazy for a while. But Mitch would also like to apologize for squinting. He took his contact lenses out. So just people watching, not listening, you missed that. It's all happening down here at Shark Park. Now, Jay said 800 episodes, time to bring out some SharkCast merch. And it's interesting that Jay brings that up because we had merch in the past back when my man Newman and I were doing the show together. And then a few years ago, a company called Rugby League Merch was doing our merch, and it was really good, but they stopped doing it basically in the off season. And so I've lined up a company to do some more, but I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. So just bear with me, Jay, and we'll definitely get some merch out there because I want to just get it out there. It's not really for financial reasons. You don't make much money off it. It's a very, very small profit, but it's more about getting the name out and you guys and girls repping, etc. So it'll either be a website with your choice of how to do things, or it might be just some small drops of merch. 1 month it might be a t-shirt, then maybe in winter a hoodie and a hat. Like, I've got to work it out, so bear with me. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes I want to do. Just got to find the time to do it. Clevo says Fitzball, baby. Hope you well, Clevo. Miss you, bud. Now, Cam has revealed himself as one of two of the Ash supporters. There you go, Ash. Hopefully you're still listening. Although I've got a feeling you might have got on another podcast. MD Horn is watching him. We caught up with MD Horn before. Great man. Peter said, much needed 2 points without Hines, Nikora, Katoa, and Ero. Throwing the loss of Brayley, we showed a heap of grit and composure to look up the game. Bring on the Dragons. Yeah, well said, Peter. Love it. Jay is reporting on the foreign press conference and said that Sharks did to Manly what Manly have been doing to other teams, energy in their defense. Jay asks me, with Roger eating a heap of biscuits, watching the game, what's my go-to biscuit? It's a good question. you know, when you get like the family pack, like I'm a Monte Carlo guy. I like the shortbread. I like the chocolate with the white cream in it. What else do I like? I'm pretty open. I'm pretty into biscuits. But I'd say the Monte Carlo if I had to, or potentially the shortbread one. Anyway. Clevo said, congrats on that 100 episodes, 620 more than the great Seinfeld got to do. It's very cool. Thank you. Mozzie Bite said, congrats on 800 episodes. Amazing effort and achievement. Well, thank you, Cam, for joining us when you do. Really appreciate that. Annie said, does Brayley have to go to hospital? I'm not sure. Hopefully not. If he does, I'm going to send him like a box of fruit or something because I love him so much. But I'm not sure, Annie. I imagine I'll have to get something done maybe. Shout out to our man Dylan who has joined. I'm a bit slow on all this because of the beautiful calls we've had, but my man Dylan has joined. He would have played a gig tonight, or he's about to go on stage. Maybe he just finished. I'm not sure. But Dylan played the Brass Monkey a few Fridays ago, and I got to play with him, got to open for him and for Charlie as well. But yeah, Dylan is a massive Sharks fan, as we all know, and he's a great man. Go by. If Dylan Wright comes to your town, go see him and tell him that we sent you. But you can also pre-order his next album. Jump online to his website, his socials, and buy his album. It doesn't cost much. You won't regret it. Jay said about Will Kennedy, I know you touched on some Will stuff in the podcast throughout the week already, mate. He's got his own series, the Will Kennedy series. Amazing. Daniel said, happy with the win, but the Brayley news has numbed it for me. What do we think is best case scenario? Best case scenario is nothing wrong with him. I think best case is 4 to 6. Worst, that sounds like 10. So let's wait and see on that, but it's not good. Shake says, I missed 2 games when I was overseas. Since I'm back, we're 2 from 2. Stop going overseas. Andrew said, Fitz was a bit lost for words when I asked him about the game plan tonight, but how good was Stone Street? Wow. He had good moments and more good than bad, but I need to get that kick defense sorted out. That was beyond what I want to see, and I don't want to be mean about anyone or bully anyone, but it was not good. Fix that up, please. He never looked like he was going to get it, to be fair, but then just bounced over his head and they scored. But no, let's stick with the positive. He was really good in the second half. Aside from that, he ran as hard as he could. He was crunching Saab. He's going to be all right. He's going to come even better, I reckon. 3-year deal for him. Sharks win. We're in 7th spot, and we beat Manly. All Fitzgibbon does is beat Manly. I'm going to start wrapping up now, so really appreciate you all, your support. Some of you have been with me for 12 years. Some have been with us for only like 4 weeks. Some might be the first week. So it's incredible that we keep growing. You keep letting me do this, and it's a lot of fun. I can tell you, it's. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot of hard work too, but it's worth it, and it's a joy, and I love this club almost as much as anything in this world. And it's honestly, it's such a thrill every time I hit record that you download, you listen, you comment, you join in, you call in, you stop me at the game. Hey, Shanaz, like, it's really cool. So thanks so much. And a lot of people outside of Sydney, around the world, who are SharkCasters, and I cannot thank you enough. We'll do all this emotional stuff maybe the next episode, but thank you so much. Shake said, Toby said after the game, everyone tried to be positive with Stoney, but Bill blasted him. Oh, that's good. Bit of pros, bit of negatives. Boy, oh boy. Sharks win up to 7th place. we're going to be back with more episodes because Derby week. Like, we're not going to stop during Derby week. We're not going to shirk our responsibility during Derby week. It's Sunday week, so we've got a bit of time. I might have a few days off, and then we'll bounce back into it. My man Kieran was fired up tonight. Boy, was he fired up. And we'll just keep doing what we do, eh? Appreciate you all very much. Sharks win. They go up to 7th. Happy days. We're going to have a happy weekend. And we'll turn this into a podcast. I know a lot of people just like listening to the podcast, or some people who watch like to listen back. It's kind of cool. And if you have any ideas about what you want to see or hear, you can DM me. You can email me, sharkcastpod@gmail.com. You can DM us on Facebook, Instagram, and the X. We're on the TikTok. I'm assuming there's DMs there. I don't really look at that very much because I'm just still getting my head around that stuff. But if you have ideas about merch, or if you have ideas about whatever you want, I'm open to things. I have the right to say no, but just putting it out there, I know you guys and girls are very smart, intelligent Sharks fans. If you want to see something, if you want to hear something, etc., I can honestly say there is 4 million ideas in my head, documented on bits of paper, on my phone, on my computer. Like, there's lots of things happening in the background that I want to do. But if you have something in mind, let me know, and we can maybe try and do stuff. And by that, I mean, like, if you want to hear a segment, if you want to hear an interview, if you want to have a piece of merch, like, let me know. If you don't tell me, I won't know. What a great night. It's always great beating Manly. We don't really do it very often. For all of our younger fans, I know you're used to beating Manly, because all Fitzgibbon does is beat Manly. I think he's 7 from 8 now or something, 4 in a row for the first time in club history. But for the rest of us who have been following the Sharks a bit longer, we never beat them. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm going to get going. Up, Cronulla. Appreciate you. Shake says, I would like a pod after we win a grand final. Can you do that? I've thought about how we would manage that, because I'm most likely going to be at the game. And at a grand final, there's not a lot of access for, shall we say, non-NRL. Well, I could probably get somewhere and do it, actually, now I think about it. Yeah. Well, why am I even debating this? Let's do it. No worries. We got a lot to get through before we get to the grand final, my friend. A lot of good times up ahead. A lot of challenges with Blake out for a bit. We send our best to Blake. He's a good mate of ours. And he is, I think it was Jess Chitch who sent an X post around, and Jess works for the Sharks. And she said she was so proud of Blake post-Origin, because he's just the nicest human who'll do anything for anyone. And she knows him way better than I do. I know him to say hi and have a chat. And he has been so kind to me in this podcast. And he is just a genuine, straight up Cronulla Shark. And we should all be proud of him, how he plays, how he carries himself. And it breaks my heart that he's even in 1 ounce of pain, let alone missing a game. So we send our best to Blakey, and he'll be back. He'll be back bigger and better than ever. Well, look at this. This is how Mitch celebrates. A celebratory whiskey and a nibble of chocolate. Ooh, could do that. All right. I've been waffling on now way too long. Up, Cronulla. We rule the world. Let's go. We got the Dragons next week. It's Derby week. Might even hear from old mate Brooksy. Might. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for everything. 800 episodes. It's gone by like that. You know what we can do? We can go out with a winning song, I reckon, because we have the greatest song in the history of the world. Up, Cronulla. Everyone, enjoy, 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 enjoy.
Sharks, Sharks forever. Go out and play without fear. Now's the time to see good football, for the Sharks are here. Up, Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue. Up, Cronulla, name of the Sharks with you. Sharks forever. Go out and play without fear. Now's the time to